Hello, IGN. My name is Jose Otero. I'm here with Brendan Graeber.
Hey.
And this is the Song of Time.
Now, you know we're going to go back in time and say it all over again.
Okay. Actually, we can't. So you're watching Majora's Mask 3D, which is coming to Nintendo 3DS in North America February 13th. This is launching on the same day as new Nintendo 3DS XL. We are working tirelessly on a review for you, but we wanted to show you some of the changes that came to this remake of Majora's Mask. Now, Majora's Mask originally came out in the year 2000. It was the one-year Zelda, and now it has been updated 3 years after Ocarina of Time 3D, coincidentally.
So, a lot more's changed than I thought.
Okay.
I was expecting just nothing at all, maybe a couple palette swaps or whatever, but right away we see already that the backgrounds here, look at all this art on the walls.
Yes.
These little stencils, they're really stylized. Plus this right here. This was not here.
This was not here. That's right.
Whole area.
So look to the right for a second, actually.
That statue used to be here.
That statue, the save statue, used to be here, and that save statue was only activated by Link's sword the first time you found it.
So now
in
if
this
I go
version,
here, I can just save and keep playing at any time.
Yes, you could just walk up to it and save. Once it's opened in the N64 version, you could also do the same. But this gentleman was not here before. This is the banker?
Yeah, the bank, the Clocktown Bank.
Yes. So this used to be located down an alleyway, which we're going to go down in a second. There's actually a good running joke with that guy. Did you know?
What's the running joke?
Well, the running joke is that you take rupees to him and deposit them, and he writes with invisible ink on your hand your name and how much you owe, how much he has that's yours. But when you rewind time, you didn't really give him that money, so you're technically stealing from him, in my opinion.
It's not stealing if there's time travel.
I don't know about that.
This is West Clocktown. We have
look at these posters on the wall.
Yeah, I love you can see this is a flyer for the Indiegogo the band.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the Indiegogo, they are not just an
I noticed
indie
the kids dance
group.
with you.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't notice that. But Indiegogo was the band of Zoras that you meet later on in the game. Not going to say too much about that.
We'll see a lot of flyers for places like this. Those are the two beavers that you do minigame in the Zora Cape. And one thing I want to point out too.
Sure.
This bomb shop. In the original, you could notice that there, right here, it looked like a rocket.
Yep.
And in the corner there was a little thing saying, "Planned Moon Expedition." Now they've added all of these. You can see the whole rocket going into the air, landing on the moon, and look, there's a treasure chest on the moon.
Wow, they've played Destiny. Clearly, they know. All right. Very cool.
Pretty cool.
So a lot of visual upgrades for the most part, although if you do play the game outside of Clocktown, there are a bunch of other changes as well. Like right now, you're noticing where the bank used to be is no longer there. The Clocktown Bank. Some of the puzzles, and we're not going to say which ones, but are affected by the changes that they've made in this game. So that's West Clocktown. This is south where we started. Yeah. But some things haven't changed, right? Like the spot to find a easy 100 rupee. We can show that.
You want to show that?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's totally show that.
So it's actually over here.
So in East Clocktown, the jugglers are still here. One thing, though, I must say, the frame rate is one thing that, if you remember Majora's Mask on N64, you're not, and you think it ran smoothly, you're not remembering that game very well.
I had to do the comparison footage, and it was a night and day difference.
Yes. So it's not just about draw distance and about the amount of color and art assets upgraded. It's also just how smoothly it runs compared to the other.
What do you think that is right there, that poster? I want to say it's for the Icona Graveyard.
Yeah, I remember that graveyard.
And then there's the pose right there.
Okay.
There's some interesting stuff if you take the time to look at it.
Another poster for Indiegogo.
So here's the bomber's hideout. And only I know the password, so everyone close your eyes.
No. Don't show the password. Are we really going to do that?
That's right.
Oh, good.
That noise he makes kind of weirds me out, though.
He sounded disappointed. Okay, but we're not going that way.
Yeah, this is actually... Quick aside, here's where we get the rupees.
Oh, no, you're thinking of the wrong rupee I'm thinking of.
What are you thinking of?
Hand that over. Let me show you. Let's go back to town. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
He has taken the control, ladies and
I've
gentlemen.
taken over, so if you see anything crazy happen. No, I'm talking about... Most people don't realize this was here. But, yeah.
Also,
you remember now?
Little interesting fact, they took away the cuckoo.
They did what?
There used to be a cuckoo here.
Oh. Well,
the chicken wandering around.
You can just jump across like this, Go up here, and once you have the Clocktown map, you'll be able to find this. This is not
Yeah, it's
super
located
secret.
on your map. But
It also was in the original, so this is not a spoiler.
I always went to the one inside the bombers.
Okay, so
place.
now you gave that away.
You get 2 spoilers for the price of 1.
Yeah, there we go.
Awesome. All right,
Cool.
let's continue on our tour, going into North Clocktown.
Okay. Do you want to play a mini game while you're at it? You could.
No, look at these guys. We're on a schedule here. It's just like the mailman.
Okay.
Tight schedule.
Got it. Got
The
it.
bunny head right now.
Are you gonna put it on?
I could. Put it
So
on.
just like
I love it.
Ocarina of Time 3D, there are improvements where you can quickly scroll to the bottom screen, drag something over to your inventory, and place it on.
I feel like it's much faster with the bunny head than it was in 64.
Yeah,
And
I've
maybe
heard
the
that.
frame rate, I can't tell for certain, but I want to say that this is much faster.
Pear said the same thing, so I think you're both right.
So first off, the balloon's different.
Yep.
It used to have a big Majora's face
Mask on
Now
it. Yeah,
it's
none of this gold detail that you're
yeah.
seeing here. Okay.
Tingle's moved over. He used to be right here.
Yeah,
over
he used to be
there.
closer.
Kind of like just to block you from going into the Great Fairy Cave. But I like how they've added up the walls. Like there's this great park feeling to it. where
Yeah,
it's-
the foliage and stuff, like the sort of the greens, like it looks very much. It looks a lot better. Like it's really, in a lot of ways, one of the things I appreciate about this is it is the definitive sort of visual style. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
everything looks really, really good.
And we even have I think a flyer here for the Goron Hot Springs.
Oh,
Goron
there it
stuck in
is.
the tub.
Yes, I see him.
Just these little details.
Yeah.
I really like. And there's one more place we have to go.
Okay, let's do it.
It's a little tiny place. Doesn't see much action, but there's a couple of important side quests that happen here.
Okay.
Won't spoil too much for you.
Too late.
Yeah.
Too late.
Also, I can't tell. Were you able to skip this guy? Because if I press A,
I feel like he was moved over a little to the right too.
Little
I don't
bit.
remember him being that close.
but I remember that he having to wait for him to fly over like really slowly. But I was able to press A and just skip that entirely.
No, you couldn't skip that before. You had to wait until he flew in.
Yeah. So over here's the laundry pool. Tiny place. Not much.
Oh, there's a ferry here.
Oh, there's a
that
ferry.
might be something for another quest.
that I won't talk about.
Yeah.
And also, what's this? No solicitors. Let's do it.
The Curiosity Shop.
The back door. There's a front door in the West Clock Town that you can go to at night. Wait, I want to talk to you.
Come back.
That's a
No.
side quest for another day.
All right. I guess we can't talk to him. He's very antisocial.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to look at before we... Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
that's really cool. It's the bombers.
Yeah, you can find a lot of this actually in their little hideout. In the sewers.
Hooligans.
They have there's all this graffiti over the walls, and I love it. It just gives
Graffiti. I
it
like
gives
it.
it like a much more lived-in kind of world. Like,
Yep.
like
No.
when I played the 64 version, like you could tell that there was like a carnival coming, but it still seemed kind of barren, and I thought it was because no one was here. But with the flyers, with the graffiti,
Yeah.
with the more of the colors on the walls, I feel like this is a more like a town I would live in. Like things
No,
happen
it definitely
here.
has a more lived-in look and a more lived-in feel, and it's definitely something that you didn't really notice as much on the N64 one. I mean, obviously there were limitations to sort of 3D graphics at the time. We're talking about the year 2000, where 3D gaming for the most part was, or games in with 3D polygons were still kind of figuring themselves out and coming up with cool ideas, but. Visually, there were still limitations, so it's really cool to see like all these posters, all these events. It does feel like a carnival's coming. It does
Yeah.
feel like something's happening on top of all these clocks. So this is a quick look at the Bomber's Notebook. We won't show you too much,
We'll
but
get
every
to that
time
next
you
time.
meet someone, they get added,
Mm-hmm.
and they live on a schedule. So this might be a little bit too much, but we'll double check, make sure that we're not spoiling anything. Obviously, a lot of Majora's Mask is about keeping up with people's schedules and kind of offering them help over the course of the next 3 days. Because in 3 days, this is all going to be gone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're doing everything you can to prevent that.
I want to show you one more thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this was not in the 64 version, so a little
You're
Easter-
pretty sure.
I am most definitely
Shouldn't
sure.
you be absolutely sure?
I am absolutely 99.99999% sure. When you first went into this room with Andrew's grandmother, where you could fast forward time by listening to her long stories,
Yep.
there was nothing on the walls. The walls were all blank. Now they actually have pictures on them, and you can see a couple things like the Romani Ranch, plus next to them what appears to
A
be
UFO.
A UFO.
And if you don't know what that has anything to do with, don't worry about it. If you play Majora's Mask, you will find out.
I want to say that.
Oh wow! And then the expedition to the moon. Now this all
Yeah.
makes sense.
I think she's part of the X-Files. She wants to believe.
Oh wait, what's the painting over her over the fireplace?
Oh, the fireplace.
Can I see that?
Let's go into first-person mode. Actually,
Yeah. And you can take photos here.
that
but
looks like the stock bought in.
okay.
It's where she is.
She's
Where we
proud.
are right now.
Yep. All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
I'm sorry, Jose. I forgot one thing. That triggered a memory in my mind that I wasn't sure that was new or not, but now I'm definitely sure.
Okay.
The one place we haven't gone is the mayor's office.
Oh,
also,
that's right.
Also in this part of East Clocktown.
Yep.
There's one thing about that they've changed that I haven't seen before.
All right, let's see it.
Maybe even two things.
Okay.
One thing I'm not sure. I want your opinion on.
You're only getting
this
one.
Right here. This model of Clocktown.
Oh, wow.
Was that there before?
Oh, it's been a while, dude.
Viewers at home,
you
if you want to go and check
brief me on this.
64,
Yeah.
what I know for certain what wasn't there before is this wonderful stylistic painting of the mayor and his wife.
Wow. That's
how they look
hot
in this
and heavy
painting.
romance right there.
But if you go in here, you can see what she actually looks like.
Oh. This is years after the fact. Uh-oh. Man.
Yeah. Not exactly the same, but
but you know.
it's a very.
Oh wow, that is kind of funny.
It's a very.
Makes you wonder: did someone paint it out of fear, or did they paint it
well,
because that's
the
what they
mayor,
used to
so
look
maybe
like?
he had some connections. He just
Yeah,
make me like
that's
Napoleon.
true. But that's funny. These are all subtle little things that you wouldn't even notice. But for anyone who's played and knows a bit about Majora's Mask, it adds context to things that you didn't even expect it to. That's really cool. All right, folks, there you have it.
Yes.
This is the Majora's Mask 3D, a quick tour of Clocktown. And for more coverage of The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, or anything Zelda, in fact,
Anything.
keep it right here at IGN.